Hello everyone, Katie here. Welcome back to another video. As you can tell from the title, we're going to be doing a haul video. But before I do, I want to let you know that I'm going to be at Indie PopCon from June 8th through 10th. So if you're going to be in the Indie area, or if you're going to PopCon anyway, let me know. Come see me. I'll have a freebie for you. I do not have my booth number as of yet, but if you follow me on my social media, you will be updated on that. I also want to let you guys know that my Mermaid 2018 art book is now up for pre-order. I have very limited quantities of it, so if you want to pre-order, there will be a link on the screen. It will include all of my Mermaid 2018 drawings that you can see on my Twitter or Instagram, and it'll also include a few freebies like some stickers. I might throw a button or a print in there as well, so if you pre-order, you get some really awesome bonuses. So head on over there and check it out. I would really appreciate it. Without further ado, let us get into these haul items. I have not done a haul in a really long time, so I kind of have a lot of stuff. I've built up a lot of stuff. This does not include things that I was sent. This just includes things that I have bought, so you know that everything here that I have bought, so yeah. Also, before we start, if there's anything you see in here and you want to see a review on it, and I have not already done a review on it, which most of these things I haven't, leave a comment down below. So first off, I got some pencils. So I finally got some Pilot Color Eno pencils. I got the full set, but one of my patrons, they get an art supply every month. So for 1 month they got one of these Color Eno pencils, and then for another month they got a pencil refill. So anyway, I only have 7 of each, not 8, but I did buy the full set. Anyway, these are Pilot Color Eno pencils, and you may have seen me use these in like sketches and stuff. They're just colored lead, and they're really awesome, and of course I bought the lead refills just to kind of go with them, and they're super pretty and rainbowy, and I just love sketching with them. They erase way better than Kohl Erase, and they're a mechanical pencil. How can you say no to that? So, really love these. Next up are some pens. If you were a patron that pledges over $10, you will have seen these in a vlog. I got some new Micron pens when I went to Blick for the first time. I got 2 pens, one in 005, one in 01, and these are in brown. And then I got one in 01 in black. The 005, I didn't know they existed in brown. I need refills for these two, which are the brown and the black in 01. So I just went ahead and picked these up. Super excited to use them. I cannot wait. I have not used them yet, just because my new ones haven't fully died yet, but that is okay. Next up, should be no shock to you, I picked up a 3-pack of Uniball Signo pens off of Amazon. They're really cheap there. And I didn't even get them that long ago, and I've already almost completed this one. What the heck? I use Uniball Signo pens in everything, so yeah, I just kind of had to pick them up, especially because last time I bought a Uniball Signo pen, it was $5 at Michael's, so yeah, I got 3 of them for essentially the same price, so yay for good deals. The last thing as far as little pens are concerned, or pen-like things, is a Wink of Stella brush pen. I actually have gotten 2 of these since I filmed my last haul. They ran out, and I actually used these on my mermaid book last year. I hand glittered all of them, but it's just a glitter pen. This isn't clear, so it's just glitter. I love adding little glittery touches with this. It's one of my favorite things, so yeah, whoop, bye! Next up, we've got Copics. Now this is about a year's worth of Copics and refills, so be prepared. So, lots of markers here. Some of these were purchased for the Copic colors of the month. Some of them were just purchased because I wanted them. Actually, most of them were that way, so let's just dive right in. So first off, we have RV32 Shadow Pink, which was purchased as a Copic color. Then as well, we've got RV32, again, Copic color. And then to round that out, I've got E74. These were the 3 Copic colors of February. I did not own any of them at the time, and now I do. And I actually really love these pinks, and I really like this brown, so these were definitely not a regret. For the Copic colors of March, I picked up 3 colors. So I got YG17, G17, and YG23. I normally try to buy them in Chow's if they have them, just because they're cheaper, honestly, and there's no difference between the Chow and the Sketch aside from the ink holding, ink barrel. So Yeah, I don't know. I like cheap things. For May's Copic Colors of the Month, I actually owned the other two, so I picked up Y21 because I didn't own it, and honestly, I don't know why I didn't own it because I really like this color. It's a buttercup yellow, I think. It's really pretty, and I like it a lot. Then the rest of these markers were picked up because I wanted them. So I got some pinks. I got RV21, RV23, RV25, and RV29. I wanted some colors that weren't, I wanted some colors that were more bubblegummy pink. I had some really bright ones, which were like RV04 and RV06, and they were just too fluorescent for me. So I picked up this line of pinks, and I've never looked back. I really like these. Super glad I got them. For the same reasoning as the last one, I got R22, R24, and R29. I have the R30s, and while they're great, I honestly love them. They're more blue biased or purpley biased, so I wanted something a little more orangier for my reds, so I picked up some of these. I do not have the full set of them, as they did not have RV27, I think it is, and I also don't have RV21, but I will eventually get those. But anyway, I got these just to kind of add to my set a little bit and bring a little bit more orange into my reds. Then I bought the whole line of E40s. So I got E40, E41, E42, E43, E44, E47, and E49. I actually really like the desaturated tones of these E40s, and I really like them. I don't know if I would have picked up the whole entire set normally, and I don't really know why I did because some of these are kind of similar, but that's okay. I have the whole set now, I suppose, so can't go back now. Then I got some colors that are kind of like desaturated oranges. So I got YR20, YR21, YR23, and YR24. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of these. I thought I would like them a little more, and I still use them, but I don't use them as much as I thought I would. I really like Blair in Your Face orange, and I bought these desaturated ones thinking I could use them in like shadowy stuff, and I can. These just aren't my favorites, but that's okay. You live and you learn, and these aren't bad. I still do use them, but I use them less for oranges and more for shading with other tones. Then I have a bunch of markers that weren't really picked up for anything in particular. I have YR Quadruple Zero, which I actually use as a base for skin tones. I really like it. It gives off like this yellowiness that I really like in a light skin tone, and it is super light. So then I got Zero, which is the colorless blender. I haven't owned a colorless blender in a Copic, so I thought I would go ahead and pick one up. And it's funny because I actually recently got this, and I'm super happy I got it because I don't know what I was doing with my life without this thing. I got BG34. I honestly wanted to get more BG colors because they're some of my favorite Copic shades that I've seen online. I think they're really beautiful, and I want to get more of these eventually, but for now we picked up BG34. Then I got R000, which again is just a really light pinky color. I use this to shade my YR Quadruple Zero to give it some pinky tones. So I'm really happy with this purchase as well. And then these two go together, but I did buy them separately. I've always wanted the Y20s, and I have 3 of the 4 of them now. So I have Y28, and then this one I got Y26 Mustard. I've never seen this online in stock, and I had to pick this up at a Blick because I never see this online. So it's always out of stock. So I finally stinking got it, and I'm very excited. So these were all my Copics. Now we're going to be doing some refills because I don't have as many refills as I do Copics, but I did buy quite a few refills in the past year. Now for the refills. These ones are a little less interesting, so I picked up a refill for my colorless blender just because I have been going through that thing like crazy. Then since I own 2 of the May Copic colors, I picked up R32 and RV69 in refills just because they were kind of drying out anyway. and I figured if I was going to do the Copic colors of the month, I needed some refills for these two. Speaking of which, I've actually already done the Copic colors of the month, and if you want to see that, you can head on over to Patreon. You can actually see it no matter what tier you pledge on, and if you pledge over $10, you'll actually get a print of that cute little mermaid. So if you're interested, again, link will be up there. Then I got the V's. These are literally the only V's I own, and I just decided to go ahead and buy some refills for them. So V12, V15, V17, and V09. Love these colors. I need to buy more purples though. I do have blue violets, but they're more bluey and I want more purpley, so I need to buy more of these. Not refills, but colors. And then eventually probably refills. But yeah, I went ahead and bought all of them because I tend to use them a lot more than I thought I would. Speaking of blue violets, I bought BV02. I use this to shade my skin a lot, and honestly, I really like this. I need to buy a BV00 because I use that one also to shade skin, so I'm slowly getting low on that one. But anyway, I bought BV02 because I like it. Then these were part of the Copic colors of April. I actually owned all of the Copic colors for April, but as I was using them, my E41 and my E04 decided to die, so I went ahead and picked up a couple of refills for these, and I honestly love these colors. E04 is one of my favorite Copic colors anyway. It's just so beautiful and I love it. And E41, I use it a lot, so it's fine. Yeah. And then the last color is another one of my favorite Copic colors. It is R30. I don't know, I just love this color. It's kind of like a peachy, yellowy pink color, and I use it all the time for shading skin tones. So yeah, R30 is one of my holy grail colors. Yeah, that is all for my Copic colors things. Alright, I've got one more thing of markers to show you, and then I promise we'll be done with the markers. Alright, so I picked up a tiny pack of Spectrum Illustrator markers. I've been eyeballing these for a while. As you can tell, they were $19.99, but thankfully Hobby Lobby does 40% off coupons, so they were not this expensive. I really like these colors, maybe because I'm biased toward the blue-greens, but I also really like the pinky, purpley colors. Again, I've really wanted to try these colors out for quite some time, so I bought these, again, I bought these a long time ago, and I still haven't reviewed them yet, but I actually plan to. That's why I bought them. I might buy a couple more sets before I do, but see, I want to test them out before I buy more sets. It's like the conundrum of wanting more, but not sure if you're going to like them or not, so you don't want to spend all your money on it. I don't know. I might buy more, I might not, but anyway, sneak peek to something I do plan on doing soon. Next up, I have some boring things in the form of paper. I have some fluid watercolor paper. This is in cold press. I picked this up at Blick on my trip to Blick for the first time. So I actually love fluid watercolor paper, but I found out that I really hate the cotton kind. I just like this one. Whatever kind this one is, does not say 100% cotton. This is my favorite. Anyway, yeah, it's on a block, so that means it is glued on two sides, which is this side and this side right here. And then, yeah, it's cold pressed, and I usually cut it down to size. So, yeah, I don't know, I love this stuff, so I'm always running out of it. Then you may recognize this. I bought two different Canson XL watercolor pads way back when. It was right before Inktober. Give you some sneak peeks and shameless self-promotion. I do still have my Inktober book, and I've discounted it a lot. So if you're interested in the Inktober art book, there will be a link right up there to where you can go check it out. And then this one I started recently, and I'm doing some sketchbook studies. Sneak peek to that. I have not had the time to fill this out, so I've only done like a couple videos on this, so I'm super sorry. I hope to fill this out a little more when I have some time. Conventions are hectic, so yeah. Anyway, bought two of these. I really like this paper. It was really cheap, and honestly, it's one of my favorites. So if I can't ever afford fluid, which is a little more expensive, I always go for this because I like this stuff. Speaking of paper, I actually also got a guillotine or a paper cutter or whatever you want to call this thing. It's just one of those things that you lift up and you cut your paper. I got this at Target. For $20-something. I got this a long time ago. I don't know if this qualifies as a art supply or not, but I figured I would go ahead and include it just because I do use it for art. It's the only thing I use it for, so love this thing. Super handy for me because I like cutting down my paper. If you've seen my workstation tour, you might have seen my printer. This is the Canon Pixma Pro 100. I actually got this semi-recently. Well, I probably got it at the beginning of last year for convention stuff. But this is where I do all of my printing, if my camera would like to focus. Thank you, camera. Love this thing. It was not cheap, but it was certainly worth it because I get to make all my prints from home and cut out all that cost. And another thing I got recently is a new scanner. I'm no longer using the really crappy scanner that came with an all-in-one printer. So this is the Canon Lide, I think it's called, 220. I'm obsessed with Canon products, as you might be able to tell. But yeah, it's just a scanner regular format, 8.5 by 11. But it actually scans a little longer than 11. But this thing is amazing. I've been using it a little bit for my new prints, and I'm so happy with the quality. Just love this thing. Again, I recently bought this, so thankfully I was able to get it in time to film this haul. But anyway, yeah, that is my new scanner, and I'm so happy with it. Alright, and the last few things are some paints. Now, we're going to talk about this one first. So this is actually a Williamsburg Titanium Zinc White. I plan to do some more oil painting, and you can never have enough white, in my opinion. Also, this is a lie. You think, oh, she paid $5 for this. No, I paid $9 for this. It was $4.97 off. Blick was a little, not super forward with that, which was a little frustrating. But that's okay. Williamsburg is really expensive anyway. So I don't mind paying a little extra for high quality paint. And then the last things I got, and I got these super recently, are some Holbein acrylic gouache. I really want to get back into acrylic gouache, so I got a pale lilac, pale mint, and I got ash rose. I don't know, I'm really obsessed with like these kind of mauvey ashy colors lately. And I'm also kind of wanting to get into pastels. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who doesn't use pastels. So I want to get into them, and I bought a few of these. I do plan on fleshing out my Holbein acrylic gouache a little more later, but you know, I have to have money for that, so it's okay. Eventually, yeah. Eventually I will be buying more, but you know. So anyway, yeah, that was the end of the haul. I really hope you liked it. It was about a year's worth of accumulating things. Plus you got to see a couple things like my printer and my scanner that you normally won't get to see. So I really hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, if you want to see more hauls more frequently, let me know. I don't buy stuff too often, but when I do, I try to accumulate it before I'm just showing you like 3 things in a video or something. So if you like to see more hauls and stuff, don't forget to thumbs up the video. If you want to see more videos from me, you can subscribe. It'll keep you updated if you hit that little bell icon on when I upload new videos. Also, don't forget, I have social media and all that good stuff down in the description, so please check that out. It'll probably answer all of your questions. So anyway, really hope you enjoyed the video. Again, thank you so incredibly much for watching. Hope you have a squidlicious day, and until next time, my adorable squidlings, toodaloo!